Hello everybody. Just finishing up with a really rainy weekend. We had probably in excess of 4 or 5 inches of rain in our area, not all at once, but over a 24-hour period. So it was coming down pretty good yesterday. I had originally intended to go ahead and do more work on my antenna system this weekend, but with all the rain, it's not really what I want to be doing today, and certainly wasn't yesterday. I do need to go ahead and get my onion bulbs, which I got in the mail here just the other day, into the ground, and they need to get a good start. But that means that I've got to clean out the bed which they go in. I am planning to put the garlic into bed number 3 almost entirely. So I've got to start this morning by going ahead and pulling all the plants that were in there, mostly weeds at this point. There was, as you can see, some squash. I think it was yellow squash, but it didn't produce much, and it's all died off now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all the plants out of there, and then I'll be going ahead and putting down my garden fabric. And then once I've got that down, I can go ahead and cut little holes in it, put in my garlic bulbs. And I am looking over at bed number 8, which we were looking at in a previous episode, where I put in my bunching onions. And I don't know if you remember, if you go back and look at that particular episode, then you'll see that there were nothing more than just the bulbs that I put in. Well, now I see onion stalks up about yay high, so they are growing, which means I may be able to harvest a little bit before fall kicks in for real, before it gets too cold for the plants. But those are perennials, so they'll be back next year, and I'm glad to see that they're really taking off. If they entirely take over the bed, that doesn't bother me. I do have 4 broccoli plants that I put in last week, but they're not looking so healthy. They were grown from seed inside, and the seeds didn't really take off. I may add additional broccoli as I get a chance in that bed, but mostly right now it's just the onions. Well, right now I've got to go ahead and pull weeds in bed 3, and we'll get that done, and hopefully get all the things done on the garlic this morning, or even later this afternoon if the rain holds out. It's not really looking all that pleasant out. Really overcast, even though the forecast says no more rain. But we'll see. Some old man off to work. Well, that is the bulk of the weeds here in bed number 3. Just looking at the bed now that I've cleared it out and knowing the requirements for my garlic, I think I do need to go ahead and get 2 or 3 bags of black cow composted cow manure and get that dumped in the bed here, spread out, before I actually plant the garlic. And that means before I put the garden fabric down. Of course, when I pour the compost in here, fill the bed in, I'm going to have to pull out my garden hoses, my drip irrigation, so that it doesn't get buried, because if it's buried it doesn't do much good. So I've got to take a quick run to Lowe's and pick up those 3 bags of goodies, and then get that in here, and we'll be able to continue on planting my garlic. Some old bed. I wonder if I'm going to end up wishing I had gotten 4 bags before I'm finished, but this is not intending to fill the bed. I just want to go ahead and put the fertilizer in, and then I'll go ahead and get regular topsoil, which I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags or so sitting there. So I should have plenty, at least for this job. As you can see, I've got about 6 inches to bring this up. These 3 bags are not going to do that by themselves, but that's okay. I'll just take what I've got here and rake it out, and then we'll see where we go from there. Well, this 1 bag of garden soil that I put on the bed, actually it was not have the natural fertilizers that the black cow does, which is actually composted cow poop. It just has the chemical stuff. You can see the little beads of white and blue in the soil, which is okay, but I like to have the natural stuff as well, which is why I got the black cow. it's not really all that much more expensive than the bag soil. If I was going cheap and I had a little bit more energy, and I did in the past, I would actually have the stuff brought in by the truckload and dumped in on my driveway, and then just wheelbarrow it back over a weekend. But you know, I don't have that much energy as I used to, so I bring it in by the bag, which is about twice as expensive, and I bring it back a wheelbarrow load at a time, 3 to 4 bags, and then if I can't do it all at once, I can just leave it in the back of my truck until I'm ready to move it. That way it's not in the way, and I get it in a bite-size quantities that I can actually handle without getting worn out too quickly. As you can see, I got the bed all leveled up, and now I need to go ahead and put my drip lines back in, and then I can go ahead and put in the fabric over the top, and then it'll be ready to plant. We'll get it today, not a problem. It's already lunchtime. Well, here we go. We're going to go ahead and put in some of this garlic that I've got, if I can maneuver myself around here. And this is Deerfield Purple hardneck garlic, and of course we've got bulbs. I only brought some of it out for tonight because I don't think I'm going to want to spend as much time as it's going to take to put all 10 bulbs out, so I just brought 3 out for now. So I'll just open one of them up, and what I'm going to do, these things go 4 to 6 inch spacing, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and open little slits every 4 inches or so. And this way we're assuming that I'm cutting through it. Oh, just about got a Okay. I'm just going to put 3 rows of these, and I'm going to leave that other side open for other things, whether it be onions or whatever. But we'll figure that out at a later date. So I'm just going to get 3 rows of this in right now. So if you enjoyed me putting in garlic, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, and leave a comment if you do any gardening and put in garlic of your own. Tell me what you think. And hit the bell notification so you do get a notification when I do post the new episodes. I haven't been getting them in as often as I want right now, but things are getting busy, and Santa Claus is coming to town pretty soon, so that is keeping me occupied. This is Some Old Man signing off.